Hey guys, what's going on? TN.Frank here. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Christmas. Went ahead and I tried doing another install. I wanted to put a rolling release on my computer, and I picked another laptop up. I wanted to kind of run rolling releases on both. So I was going to put Netrunner Rolling, which is based on Manjaro, which itself is based on Arch. So you don't have to reinstall after 5 years or upgrade. I mean, it just keeps rolling. You just install once, you're good to go. Well, I couldn't get screen recorder working, a few other things. So I'm going to have to reinstall KDE Neon, which that's the Ubuntu based 1804 long-term support. And I figure, hey, I might as well show you guys how to do this. Very simple. Once you get your USB stick or DVD burned and boot to it, you'll come into this desktop here, and this is just your basic setup. This is what it looks like pretty much out of the box, except for that. Out of the box, it's going to look like this, and I really don't care for this style launcher. I know a lot of you guys who may be coming over from Windows might like it. I don't like it, so I switch it over, and that's the beauty of Linux. That's what I love about Linux. You can set it up the way you want. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get the install going. You come up here, you click your installer, and I've not tweaked anything so far, so it's still single click to start stuff. Of course, we want English, so we're going to continue. Let that do its thing. And yep, English will work there. We don't want to download updates. That just slows things down, and you're going to have a ton of updates anyway. But we do want to install all the third-party stuff. So we go ahead and continue. That's going to take a second to pull all that in. Another thing, when you first boot in, it'll ask you if you just want to install or if you want to try. Go ahead and click try. That way you can get your Wi-Fi here set up, because you're going to need your Wi-Fi. This is going to be guided. Use entire disk. Use entire disk and set up a LVM, logical volume. We don't want to do none of that. We just want to use the entire disk. So click that. We're going to click install now. Of course, it'll come in and say, hey, we're going to wipe everything off your hard drive. You sure you want to do this? Yeah, we do. So go ahead and click continue. And you can see I tried putting Kubuntu. That's Ubuntu 1804 with the KDE desktop, and it wasn't working for some reason with certain things. Arizona, go ahead and hit continue. Let that work. And that's the cool thing about Linux. If you find one that don't work, look for another one. You never know. I mean, there's so many different ones out there. I'm sure you'll find something that works. So we're going to go ahead and put my name here. Let's come up with super secret password. Okay, go there. There's our password. And what are we going to name it? Let's call her what I always call her, Zippy. Zippy M90. So that, go ahead and continue. And right now we're doing the install. We're going to start copying files and everything. This is going to take a few minutes. So I'm going to go ahead, I'll pause the video, and we'll be back when this is done. Okay, we got everything done. You see this little sign here pops up. It says restart now or continue testing. We're going to go ahead and reboot everything. So I'm going to save this video off right here. We're going to reboot, and we'll come back and I'll show you how you set this up in part 2. Okay, we're back. And we got everything installed, rebooted everything. Of course, there's going to be a ton of updates that's going to need to be done. But I went ahead and first thing I did was install Synoptic Package Manager through Terminal. Very easy to do. Second thing I did was put Simple Screen Recorder on through Synoptic. That's a good, easy place to find it, so I can record this video. And now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how I set things up. First thing, like I said, we're going to go ahead and get this moved over. This gets me this, which I like a lot better. Of course, Simple Screen Recorder, I'm going to add that over here to Favorites. Discover, I really don't care for Discover. It's coming out. Synoptic is going in. I like it a lot better. Of course, here's our console. You can do a lot from the console too. We'll move it over. And so we got that. Go into our system settings. And we're going to modify this to make it look a little nicer. We're going to go configure, and I like icons. There we go. Now I can see what we're doing a little bit better. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm also going to open Terminal, or Console as they call it, and I will redo this. Let me see. Configure Console. Profiles. Going to do a new profile. I'm going to just call it new profile. Go in under appearance. I like the green and the black. For fonts, I like bold, and let's go with a 14. And then there we're going to edit, and I want to go about 40 for opacity. Apply. Okay. Okay. There's our new profile right there. Okay, and now settings, manage profiles, new, and we should be okay. Switch profile. We don't want the default, that's what we got. Edit current. I don't know if it'll let us edit current. Let's see if we can just edit the current one. Apply. Okay, it looks like yeah, we'll just go ahead. We'll edit the current profile then. That might be a little bit easier way to go. Apply. Okay. Hey, it did it. It let us edit the current profile, which that's very cool. Normally on a couple of the other distros it wouldn't let me do that. So we're going to get our updates started. So in this we're using app, so it'll be sudo app get update super secret password. Okay, that'll go out and it'll pull all our updates in from the repository. Okay, then we can go sudo app get upgrade, or we're going to go ahead and distribution upgrade, DIST for distribution. That'll pull in any new kernels if we have them. Go ahead and hit enter. It's going to start pulling down all of our updates, which you can see there's a ton of them here. And we'll go ahead and minimize that, get it out of our way. First thing, we're going to go to workplace theme, look and feel. I like one, it's called modern. So I pull that down, let it find modern. We're going to go ahead and install. Very easy to get themes in KDE. You just do like I do here. You just get new and find what you like. That's there, so we're going to go ahead and click it, apply. There we go, nice dark theme. Look and feel, I like oxygen. Click apply. That gives me this nice kind of see-through bar, panel bar. Splash screen, we'll just go with regular splash screen. Go ahead and apply that. Go back to all our other settings. Fonts, you can adjust all your fonts at once right here. We're going to go ahead and go bold. I'm going to bump the size up to 12. Apply. And that lets me see them a little bit better. And then icons. Get new. I like oxygen icon set. If I could spell Oxygen, And we're going to pull down, oh, let's see which oxygen theme I like. Let's look. Pigeon, no, crystal. There was one that I liked that was pretty good. I think it was this 473 set. Yeah, I think it was the 473. Let's go ahead and we'll click install right there. Let that install. And it takes a couple seconds. I mean, I'm way here in the back room. I'm quite a ways away from my router, so not going to be getting the Wi-Fi that I normally would be getting. So while that's installing, let's go ahead and pull our terminal back up. Yep, we're still working on things, downloading. So we'll let this install. And I mean, you can see it's fairly straightforward. Linux is not the deep, dark, mysterious thing people think it is. Basically, you just point and click anymore. You don't really need to go into terminal. I like to go in the terminal simply because it's just very, very easy to do stuff in terminal. This has taken quite a while to install. So let's see. Let's go ahead and find something else. Let's click newest and see if we can find anything. Oxygen Classic, here we go. We'll install that. See if I can get that installed. But yeah, it's generally pretty quick. It's just I'm doing a lot of different things right now. I'm doing stuff in the terminal, stuff right here. So yeah, that makes it kind of slow down. But we can go ahead and change our desktop wallpaper too. Let's look and see what we got here. Let's see what kind of KDE themed they have. That's kind of a neat one. That looks kind of neat right there. Let's install that. Let's give it a look. We're doing a lot of installing here. This is really gonna tax the system. Recording video, installing stuff. It's gonna take a second. So go ahead. And I'm gonna go ahead. I think. Well, I was gonna pause it, but well, we'll go ahead. Let's apply it. Woo, that's bright. That looks bright. And we can go in here. There is a brightness settings. You can enable your power management, and we can do brightness settings, which I don't want to switch my screen off, and I want to shut down when I press my buttons. So we'll apply that. So we'll get that out of the way. And they're still installing the icon theme. We're not going to worry about it right now. We'll just go to Breeze Dark. That'll get us going there for now. I'll do the other one later. Desktop behavior. I want to do double click. I'm used to double click instead of single click. Desktop effects. This is where you get like your wobbly windows and like it clear. See how it gets clear? You can put different effects on. I'm not going to mess with that right now. Screen edges. You move to the top, it's going to maximize your windows. I don't like that, so I'm going to get rid of that. Uncheck the box. Apply. Touch screen, not going to worry too much. Lock screen, I don't need a lock screen. I'm at home, I really don't need to lock it. Virtual desktops, we're just going to run one. You can run multiple desktops in Linux. Really don't have a need to right now though. And activities, go into privacy. Do not remember. And clear recent. Oh. What do we got going on here? I think we got something else going on here under activities. Well, console. I think we're going through with something here. Yeah, we got a minute, yeah, a little under a minute before all that's done. And it's probably pulling in some stuff that relates to this right here. So we're going to shut this down. You just click it a bunch of times and it'll say not responding. And yeah, terminate that. And like I said, I've never said that we don't get problems in Linux. I said that it's generally a lot easier to fix than it is in Windows. And you don't have nearly as many problems. But yeah, we're pulling them down. They'll be done here in just a minute. Go ahead, let's reopen that. Go in here, configure, icon, okay. It didn't save it. Power management. I'm going to make sure that there is taken care of. All settings, desktop behavior, activities. Here we are. Privacy. Do not remember. And keep history for 1 month. Clear everything. Apply. This is the way you don't have to worry about anyone getting into your system and finding stuff out. I mean, it just makes it a little more secure. Let's see if any of them icons have been pulled in at all. No, nothing yet. No biggie. And then, what else? Multimedia, power. I think we about got everything done. Of course, I'll have to set up my printer later. KDE Connect I'll set up later. That's something that we really don't need to do right now. So we'll go ahead and close that out. We're pulling all this down. So basically we're getting all our updates. I do want to reconfigure my clock here. I like it to be standard 12-hour time, and I like to see the date. That makes it nice. And I want to make this just a little bit bigger. Configure panel. You'll have this pop up. Grab your height button. Stretch that up just a little bit to make it larger. And then we can go ahead there. And then panel options, lock widgets. So I want to lock those widgets in place so they don't move around. And like you see there again, now with Neon, I go to my hot corner, I can pull stuff up. That's like I showed you before. And I really like that. I mean, that's real nice. You can see we're pulling down a new kernel, 4.15. Bunch of stuff's getting installed. Once all our installs are done, then you can install different software, which we'll look and see what you get out of the box. You don't get a lot. Arc is kind of the archive manager. Discover, which I'm not a huge fan of. It likes to lock up a lot. It's real pretty, but like I say, it likes to lock up a lot. Dolphin, which is basically your file manager, and I do like Dolphin. You can adjust the size of your folders easily, make them a little bigger if you want. That's about right. Don't need templates, and I don't need public. So what I do, you go in Controls, Configure Dolphin, Services. I find Delete, Apply, OK. Now I can just go ahead and go right in there and delete them. And don't ever ask again. Public, delete, see, it's gone. And that's the way I like to do it. I don't like putting stuff in trash. Too many times I've seen people have their trash bin just full. They forget to empty it. So really it's not gone, it's still there. But yeah, Dolphin, it's real cool. You can split. This way I can move and open something else. Move around. If I want to get rid of that, then I'll close that and go back to single window. I mean, just tons of stuff. You can see where you've saved stuff. You can see audio files, video files. Very easy to get around your system using Dolphin. But yeah, I think that's going to be about it for now. Updates are going in good. You pretty much see how I go around to configure things. And it's very, very simple. Looks like updates are done. So we're going to go ahead and save this off, and this will be the end of part 2. Like I always say, either we stand up for our rights, or we can sit by and watch them go away. Y'all have an awesome day. TN.Frank out of here.